Thanks for joining us once again on The Bright Side. We're talking skin, we're talking pigmentation, but really we're talking skin and pigmentation in the perspective or in terms of the entire body. Hyperpigmentation is not a skin issue necessarily. It's not only a skin issue. Yeah, it appears on the skin, obviously, but it's related to the internal milieu. This is one of the key, maybe the key point to understanding how to have beautiful, youthful skin. Beautiful, youthful, soft skin, pretty skin, non-dark skin that's even in tone, that doesn't have dark spots on it, is about the internal milieu. It's not about the topical for the most part. There's a couple things you can do topically. We've talked about vitamin C. We've talked about retinol and vitamin A. With the exception of these two nutrients, vitamin C and vitamin A, and also alpha hydroxy acids, and we're going to talk a lot about the alpha hydroxy acids, lactic acid and glycolic acid, etc. We'll talk about skin peels because there's lots you could do using chemical exfoliation and skin peels, and we're going to spend a lot of time talking about that. But aside from these three exceptions, AHAs, alpha hydroxy acids, vitamin C, and vitamin A, if you got a skin condition, you got to work on the inside of the body. As far as hyperpigmentation goes, think adrenal glands. Now, when you think about it, the epidemic of hyperpigmentation that we've got going on, it makes perfect sense when you understand that the adrenal glands are our stress glands, our stress management glands. And all of us are running hyperadrenal if we're living in 21st century America. It's almost like we've created a culture that's designed to make us hyperadrenal. We've created a culture that's designed to freak us out. We've created a culture that's designed to have us in fight or flight mode. Just watch TV. Just watch CNN and Fox News. Everywhere you look, there's another reason to be scared. There's another reason to be afraid. There's another reason to think the sky is falling. Is it any wonder that our adrenal glands are freaked out and that we're dealing with adrenal fatigue or hyperadrenal activity, why we have insomnia, why we have anxiety issues, why our digestive system is shutting down, why we're hypothyroid, why we've got autoimmune diseases? These are all related to excess burden. You know what? If you want to pick one thing to think about or one thing to focus on when it comes to health and wellness and longevity, it's this issue of burden on the body. Behind every single health challenge, you will find a burden on the body that precedes it. It's in the word disease itself. Dis-ease, out of ease, in stress, in survival mode. This is so important because what it says is all we got to do is figure out how to relax and reduce the burden on the body, and the body will take care of health itself. There's no doctors required here. In terms of the adrenal glands, one of the major manifestations of excess adrenal activity of a stressed out system is infertility. According to the CDC, it affects 12% of women between the ages of 15 and 44. And infertility is not just a woman problem either. It affects men too. 7.5% of all sexually experienced men younger than the age of 45 reported seeing a fertility doctor at least once during their lifetime. That's almost 5 million men. And 18% of those men were diagnosed with a male-related infertility problem. It makes perfect sense when you understand that the adrenal glands, your sex glands, your infertility glands, or your fertility glands, are also your stress management glands. If you go to the OBGYN for complaining of infertility, or your endocrinologist, you're going to get hormone treatments. You're going to get fertility drugs. This is craziness, you guys. When was the last time somebody went to the doctor and complaining of infertility and they got oxygen treatments? If you're trying to conceive a baby, before you try to conceive, before you try to have the egg meet the sperm, relax. Take a hot tub. Take a hot bath. Have a massage. Deep breathe. Before you try to conceive a baby, if you're trying to make a baby, before you're trying to conceive, relax the body. This is so important. It's not simplistic, you guys. This is not silliness. Relaxing the body is the best medicine there is, and you don't need a doctor for it. In fact, when we talk about nutrition and we talk about stabilizing blood sugar and we talk about supplements and we talk about working on the digestive system, what we're really talking about is relaxing the body. Relax. How cool is it that we operate best, we think best, we fight diseases best, we conceive babies best, we digest our food best when we're relaxed? This is one of the greatest gifts of the divine force to humanity, is that the divine force, God, whatever you want to call it, wants us relaxed. God wants you in a hot tub. How cool is that? The divine force has set up a system where we operate best when we're in parasympathetic mode. That is in relaxed mode. It's true about every health marker there is, including fertility. You don't need hormone treatments. You don't need high-tech fertilization and insemination techniques. This is what you're going to get when you go to the doctor for infertility. Nobody's going to tell you about oxygenation. Nobody's going to tell you about muscle relaxation. Nobody's going to tell you about nutrients like vitamin C and zinc and stabilizing your blood sugar and using probiotics, etc. All of this demonstrates the power we have. This is an empowering message, you guys. The bright side message, the bright side philosophy is a powerful message of making us better ourselves. It's empowerment. It's about making us powerful. Doctors are not here to make you powerful. They're there to make them powerful. The medical model is about entrenching itself in our lives. This is a message that you hear every day on the bright side that is about making us powerful as humanity. Medicine is anti-humanity, with the exception of emergency surgery, which we talk about all the time. Heroic medicine. Praise God. We have heroic medicine. When I rip on the medical model, I'm not ripping on the heroic model of surgery after trauma. That's great. That's wonderful. It's awesome to be able to have something stitched back on when it gets cut off, or to have something repaired after it's been broken. But for day-to-day health, for the kind of health that involves energy, that involves resistance to disease, that involves bodybuilding, that involves brain health, that involves fertility, this is in the purview of our lives. No middleman required. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. Our number, 844-236-6010. Got a couple lines open for you. We're going to take a break and come back with more good health information. Don't go away.
Turn on the news and you'll hear stories of natural disasters, political unrest, and financial crisis. In times of uncertainty, how will you take care of your family's most basic needs? Food Insurance, America's most trusted provider of freeze-dried emergency food, has solutions that fit your family's needs and budget. Our meals are delicious, nutritious, and come with a guaranteed 25-year shelf life. For a limited time, we are sending a free freeze-dried meal to all listeners of this program. Go to foodinsurance.com and request your free meal today. That's foodinsurance.com.
Okay, honey, I have to ask, and be honest here. Have you been taking a little blue pill? Because things have been pretty good in the bedroom lately.
No, I swear.
You didn't pick anything up at the Pharmacia last month in Cancun?
No.
Well, something's different.
I have been taking that heart and body extract you bought me.
But that's for your heart and to control your cholesterol.
Well, I read HB extract also promotes healthy prostate function.
I never guessed it would work this well,
But you're glad it did.
Oh, yeah.
Heart and Body Extract is a 100% organic formula that promotes a strong heart, healthy arterial flow, better circulation, improves erectile and prostate gland function, and provides youthful energy, strength, and stamina. Find out more at heartandbodyextract.com. Heart and Body Extract paired with healthy heart choices is a winning combination. Call toll-free to order or for free information. 1-866-295-5305. 1-866-295-5305.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
Are you still looking for that one iodine that you can really trust? a medical doctor-endorsed product that is backed by honest research and true integrative science, then search no further. Go to NutriMedical.com for Dr. Bill Deagle's Nutriodine, proven time and time again to be the very best iodine available for you. Nutriodine is the only Tesla-activated monatomic plasma iodine in the world. It optimizes mitochondrial function and generation of new mitochondria, from totally neutralizing the venom from a desert recluse spider bite in Southern California to eliminating malaria parasites reported by medical missionaries in central India. Dr. Bill's Nutriodine is simply the most powerful healing formula there is. Nutriodine clears the body of all known pathogens, restores it to an alkaline state, and even promotes stem cell regeneration. Order Dr. Bill's Nutriodine today at 888-212-8871 or visit us online at NutriMedical.com.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit, then carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
By now, you know the smart way to buy emergency food storage is calories per dollar. Ready Supply Foods sells you 50% more food for your money. GMO-free, 25-year shelf life, great tasting, and free shipping. You need 2,000 calories per day under ideal conditions. Most 30-day kits don't have enough calories to sustain you for more than a week. They just don't have enough nutrition to do the job. See the comparisons for yourself at ReadySupplyFoods.com. We are the new leader in value and quality. Go to ReadySupplyFoods.com today.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't take on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
You are an individual with your own thoughts, decisions, and actions. So why should you be penalized for not enrolling in the subpar health insurance mandated by the government? Be truly independent. Visit libertyoncall.org. LibertyOnCall.org is a bold, innovative alternative allowing you to take back control and make your own decisions about your health care. Mention this ad when you call to learn more. 800-714-6993. That's 800-714-6993. LibertyOnCall.org. Call today.
My name is Josh. One World Way is the best in the market, hands down. I'm in the U.S. Navy, and I live a very active lifestyle. Being a vegetarian, it's hard getting all the protein I need. I tried the vegan protein powders, and I just wasn't feeling any change. The Meathead supplement store whey protein kind of worked for a bit, but it left me feeling bloated, and my digestion seemed to slow down. By some divine stroke of luck, I heard a commercial of One World Way on the radio, and it struck my interest. I have to tell you, I am so glad I got it. I have been taking it for a week, and the results are amazing. I don't feel tired when I have to get up at 4:30 a.m. I look and feel better. I recover faster from my 2 workouts a day. When I don't have time to eat good food, I take it, and I don't feel the urge to stuff my face for hours.
Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldway.com. That's oneworldwhey.com.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
That's disgusting. What's that smell? Roll down your window before I pass out.
It's those nasty fish oil pills I've been taking.
Why won't you just switch to Nutrigold fish oil like I did?
It's fish oil. What's the difference?
Well, my Nutrigold fish oil is sourced and manufactured right here in the USA.
What's so special about that? Aren't they all?
Are you kidding? Of course not. Only Nutrigold fish oil is 100% USA made, which is why it's so fresh.
100% product of USA and fresh? I like the sound of that. So no more fish burps?
No more fish burps. And that's not all. If you go to www.fishoil.best and enter my fish oil, you can save $5 like I did.
That won't be necessary. We can just share your bottle.
Nice try. Get your own at www.fishoil.best.
Sorry. Get rid of those fish burps for good. Go to Nutrigold's U.S.-made fish oil products by going to www.fishoil.best and get $5 off by entering My Fish Oil at checkout.
From the European League Against Rheumatism, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs inhibit ovulation after just 10 days. Take your Motrin, take your Naprosyn, and you're not going to get pregnant. Why? Because these drugs represent a burden on the body. This is no surprise to anybody who's been listening to this program or anybody who understands the relationship between stress and burden and getting pregnant, stress and burden and healing, stress and burden and digestion, stress and burden and the parasympathetic relaxation nervous system. Drugs activate the stress response, no matter what those drugs are, unless you're poisoning the stress response. And then when you get off the drugs, then you'll have the stress response. There's no good time to use a prescription drug that's not an emergency. Now, if you have an emergency, that's different. But if you're not in an emergency condition, long-term chronic ingestion of prescription drugs just represents another burden on the body, typically on an already burdened body. This is all about power, folks. This is all about the power we have over our health conditions. This infertility epidemic is kind of weird when you think about it. All higher animals are procreating machines. That's our primal directive, is to make babies. All higher animals are exquisitely prepared to make babies, to procreate. It's our primal directive. It's how our species survived for millions of years through famines, through epidemics, through ice ages. And while infertility has been blamed on things like unhealthy diets and obesity and xenoestrogens and pesticides and broken down sperm cells and egg cells, those all probably play a role. The most fundamental, basic reason for a lack of conception is stress, particularly as a result of adrenal hormones, cortisol and estrogen specifically. Cortisol and estrogen pumped into the blood as a way to help the body manage stress. If a woman can't make a baby and she goes to an OBGYN, she's going to get a hormone fertility drug. She's going to get artificially inseminated. She's going to get in vitro fertilization, and no one's going to think of the simple strategy of getting a back rub before she tries to make a baby. Does that sound silly? It's not. A back rub is not silly. A back rub is good medicine. If you have a blood pressure cuff, all right, get a blood pressure cuff. Get the Omron 10. I talked about that yesterday. It costs you $70 on Amazon.com. All you do is put it on your arm, press a button, and it'll read your blood pressure. And everybody should have one who's concerned about their health. Just to see the way lifestyle and behavior and thoughts and foods can affect your blood pressure. Anyway, get yourself an Omron cuff, take your blood pressure, have somebody rub your back for 15 minutes, take your blood pressure again, and watch what will happen. And when your blood pressure returns down to stable, returns to a lower systolic and diastolic position, you're going to be ready to make a baby. That's a great way, by the way, if you're trying to conceive and you can't, just get a blood pressure cuff and do everything you could do to lower your blood pressure to where it needs to be, and then try to conceive a baby. If you're dealing with an infertility issue, all you need to do is address the major points of bodily breakdown that are behind all health issues. Inability to conceive is related to the same things that cause all health issues, and they require the same healing strategies. No doctors required. Nutrition, digestion, blood sugar, relax the body, emotional, mental, psychological, even spiritual strategies, none of which is medical. That's not just to make a baby. That's to heal your bones. That's to get bigger muscles. That's to reduce the likelihood of heart disease and improve eye health. That's to improve everything. Medical, the word medical comes from the root word med, as in middle. A medical man is a middleman, cynically insinuating themselves between the patient and the ability to self-heal, the same way priests of old used to cynically insinuate themselves between human beings and God. Oh, don't worry about your life. Don't worry about what you're doing. We'll take care of everything. You just give us your house. You just give us 10% of your salary, and then we'll talk to God for you. So today, we're not that dumb. That was the Middle Ages. That was the Dark Ages. They were dumb back then. Today, we're smart. We just use doctors instead. Doctor, don't worry about the sugar. Don't worry about your lifestyle. Don't worry about your cigarettes. Don't worry about the food you're eating, because we are middlemen. We'll take care of it, and we'll talk to the healing God. We'll talk to your healing angels for you. You continue eating how you want. Here's a prescription drug, and here's a bill. That's our medical model. It's a disgrace is what it is. And I'm not talking heroic medicine here. And by the way, individual doctors are not bad people. It's the model. It's the paradigm. It's the industrial and factory and business and capitalist and marketing incentives that have insinuated themselves, stuck themselves between us and healing. It's not the individual doctors as human beings. Of course, supplementation with the Mighty 90 is also extremely important. It's essential. Essential means it's like air. Nutritional supplementation is a must. You guys, it's not coming from food. There's no way we can be healthy. There's no way we can make babies. There's no way we can concentrate. There's no way we can heal if we don't have vitamin C. And I'm not talking 60 milligrams. There's no way we can do it if we don't have vitamin E. And I'm not talking 14 IU. These are the RDAs, ridiculous deprivation allowances. 14 IU of vitamin E, 60 milligrams of vitamin C. That's not even enough for a gerbil. And of course, you got to work on your digestive health, stabilize your blood sugar, make sure you're breathing correctly. For adrenal support, there are some tremendously important nutrients. Vitamin C is unreal important for the adrenal glands, and almost everybody's going to be deficient in it if they're not supplementing. The B complex, especially B5 and B12. I'm going to spend a lot of time talking about B5 because I love that supplement. I've been using B5 myself in my practice and personally now for almost 25 years. And I started using it when I was in my 20s, when I was breaking out and I had oily skin. I started using B5. I started using it topically, and I started using it internally, and I got great results. I'm still taking it on a daily basis. And I'll tell you about B5. We'll talk about B5. We'll talk about B12 and other adrenal nutrients, some adrenal hormones that you can actually buy in the drugstore. Or I'm sorry, you buy in the health food store or the drugstore or on the internet that can help you get pregnant, help reduce adrenal fatigue issues, support adrenal health. We'll do that tomorrow as we continue talking hyperpigmentation and skin health on the bright side. I want to get to some phone calls here. Got a full board. Let's move let's go to Robert in Colorado. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome to the bright side.
Oh, did you mean Robert?
I meant Robert. Is that you?
All right. Sorry. How's it going today?
Going good. Where are you, Robert? Where in Colorado?
Centennial.
Oh, nice. Have I met you?
Not too far from you, I think, right?
Not at all. I know exactly where you are. We haven't met, or have we met?
No. But I just want to say, first of all, I really admire, across the GCN network, I heard about you. You were a guest on one of the shows I listen to frequently. Really respect your opinions, as well as Dr. Wallach and Dr. Group as well.
Thank you. What show were you listening to?
InfoWars.
Oh, yeah. Love Info. I haven't been on for a while. I love Alex. Alex is amazing. One of my heroes.
It's a great show, and then I got hooked on yours as well. But,
good deal. So what's going on? How can I help you?
I'm calling. I was trying to heal something up, just a small cut that I had on my arm, and decided to put some bacitracin on there. I woke up the following day and found that there was a huge red spot, like a rash.
Where you put the bacitracin?
Yes, and I was actually reminded of when I had been in the hospital for surgery a few years back. I had red man syndrome when I was given IV antibiotics that were vancomycin.
Hey, Robert, I got to take a break. I want you to continue and come back. All right, hold on. Don't go away, Robert. Okay, thanks. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back. 1/3 of U.S. kids with ADHD diagnosed before the age of 6. How can 1/3 of kids have attention deficit disorder? What the heck is going on here? Attention deficit disorder, like all health challenges need to be addressed first and foremost nutritionally, using relaxation techniques, stabilizing the blood sugar, especially stabilizing the blood sugar, and then, of course, using psychological and spiritual even, and mental and emotional strategies. All health issues, ADHD, infertility, hyperpigmentation, whatever. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We are in Colorado talking to Robert. Continue on, my friend. Didn't mean to cut you off there. So you have a red man. Let me just tell you for the listeners, red man syndrome is a skin issue. Redness and itching that's associated with infusions, IV infusions, typically with antibiotics. And you were saying that you were dealing with that. Is that right?
Yeah, at one point I had a surgery, and I was, while I was in the hospital, I was given an IV antibiotic, of course, the vancomycin, and quickly found out that I got kind of a redness on my chest, tightening on my chest. And
it was vancomycin? They gave you the vancomycin?
Yeah, that gave me that. Yep. So it was red man syndrome. And then as I was, for a whole nother issue, as I was just putting on some bacitracin the other day, just to thing on my skin, like a cut, woke up the following day and there was a nice red spot where I had applied that topically. I looked at the ingredients for bacitracin, and I saw that one of the ingredients in here was neomycin.
That's right.
And I wasn't sure if they were in the same drug family.
They are. Mycins, absolutely. They are in the same drug family. They're antibiotics, and you're obviously, that's an allergic reaction, and it's understandable. Your body doesn't like that stuff. And while many people can use it without a problem, not everybody can. So a couple of things. Do you want some help with, what was your question? Why don't you frame it like a question?
Yeah, I'm just wondering what's the best way to kind of treat the rash that I have now from that?
Leave it alone. If you're really miserable, use Benadryl cream, but I would leave it alone. It'll go away on its own, as long as you're reasonably healthy. The immune system is located largely in the gut, as I'm sure you know, so work on digestive health. If you really, really want to speed up the body's ability or the body's healing, stop eating. Don't eat any food. Give your immune system a complete break. And then high doses of vitamin C. Make sure you're using 50 milligrams, 50 milligrams of zinc picolinate a day, 400 IU of vitamin E a day. You can take more, 800 IU even, or 1200 IU temporarily. By the way, vitamin E taken in super high doses, 1200 or so IU a day, is incredibly healing for wounds. You don't want to use it too much because it'll give you little loose stools if you use it too long at that high dose, but taken for 3 or 4 or 5 days, if you wound yourself, have a burn or pop a big zit and you have that big old welt, 800 to 1200 IU of vitamin E a day can be incredibly important for helping accelerate healing, but just don't do it for too long. Also throw in some selenium, I would, if I were you, Robert. The ultimate selenium, maybe 6.
I'm taking a selenium supplement already.
Good deal. So, get on the Healthy Start Pack, buddy.
I'm one of those health nuts. I take the apple cider vinegar.
How old are you, Robert? How old?
28.
Oh, good deal. You sound like you're on the ball, and appreciate talking to a young blood who's on the ball like that. Thanks, Robert. I'm going to let you go.
Thank you very much.
God bless, my man. All right, Eugene in California, what's going on? Welcome to the Bright Side.
Did you say Eugene?
I said Eugene. What's going on, my friend?
I've got several problems. I'm 300 pounds, 63 years old. I'm a cross-country roller skater.
Did you write me a letter? Did you send me a note or something?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you. I meant to. I thought that letter was so intriguing. How could you be 300 pounds and be a cross-country roller skater?
Because I've been off skates several years.
Wow. And you must be nimble. You must be pretty nimble. And you're 63.
I can barely walk now.
Really? But you're not skating then, I take it?
No, I've been off my skates. I can't get on them. I'm in too much pain because of the hernia.
Okay. All right. Oh, you got a hernia. Dude, you're falling apart. Eugene.
Yeah.
You're falling apart.
I also have high blood pressure.
No, you got to... Listen, don't even bother telling me what you got because you got a long list of stuff. That's just how the body works. You probably have diabetes, blood sugar problems. You probably got all kinds of digestive issues, etc. So here's what you need to do. Am I right?
Yes.
And I'm not psychic. This is just how the body works. So here's the deal. When you're and this is for everybody listening, when you're falling apart to this extent, when the body is just breaking down really rapidly and you have all of these different symptoms and you don't know where to turn, what you got to do is you immediately stop. Hit the reset button. Your job, Eugene, right now is to stop putting anything into your body for 2 or 3 days. Clear your body out. Give your body a friggin' break. Give your body a holiday. Give your body a vacation. All right? Are you a working guy? Do you have a 9-to-5 job or anything?
No.
Okay, good. So your job for the next 3 days is sit on the couch, stop eating anything, and just relax. You might want to throw in some hot tubs and hot showers. If you can get a back rub or massage, that will help too. Give your body some loving, Eugene. Your body has been through the war. Your body has PTSD. It's got the physical version of what happens when somebody comes back from the Iraq War. They used to call it shell shock. Now they call it PTSD. Can you relate to this? You see what I'm saying? You got a freaked out body. So what do you do when you have a freaked out body? Do you have any kids, Eugene? Did you have a baby?
3 kids. One had Down syndrome.
Okay, well, check this out, okay? When your baby was crying, right, what did you do to the baby? You went up and you saw what the baby was crying about. You removed the stressor, whatever was causing the baby to cry. You rocked the baby. You relaxed the baby. You sang to the baby. You pet the baby. You follow me? You know what I'm saying? You loved the baby. Well, guess what? Your body is your baby. When your body is falling apart to the extent that it's falling apart, and you're not alone in this, by the way, when your body is falling apart to the extent it's falling apart, and anybody who's dealing with these kinds of health issues that seem overwhelming, you got a freaked out baby. So you got to give your baby some loving. That means relax the baby. Put no food in the body for 2 or 3 days. Just do water and lemon juice or Swear V. That'll immediately start to relax your digestive problems or eliminate your digestive problems. Ultimately, you're going to have to eat, of course. So when you start eating again, start eating gently. That means liquid foods. Bone soup is your best friend, Eugene. Go get yourself a chicken, a good bird, clean bird, no hormones, no antibiotics, etc. Go to Whole Foods or a health food store. Drop the bird in a pot, turn it into soup. It'll take you about 12 to 24 hours, and that should be your main source of nutrition for weeks. Get yourself a Vitamix. Start doing vegetable juices and do gentle amounts of the vegetable juices. Dilute them at first so you don't overwhelm the system. Get on the Healthy Start Pack and sip on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine very slowly. You need a lot of work, Eugene, but you know what? This is the good news. Check this out. This is the most amazing, best news you've heard in a long time. Once you start, if you do everything I just told you, once you start that process, you will immediately feel better. Now, you're not going to completely reverse this thing probably for months, but you will immediately start to reverse it. And this is the wonderful testimony of the body. The sicker we are, the more broken down we are, the faster we turn it around. So you can turn this thing around today, Eugene. I've got a couple more things I want to tell you about. So you got the bone soup, the chicken soup, you got the vegetable juices, you got the food holiday, you got the relaxation strategies, and you've got the Mighty 90 and the Healthy Start Pack sipping on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. I got a couple more things I'm going to tell you about, so don't go away, Eugene. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this. Okay, we are back on The Bright Side. I am Pharmacist Ben, and we're talking to... Who are we talking to here? Talking to Eugene in California. Eugene there? You there, Eugene?
Can I tell you about the meds that I'm taking?
No, I don't need to know the meds. That's just going to depress me, and it'll probably depress you. Eugene, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be glib here. Sorry, Eugene. It doesn't really matter. This is the point. What you're experiencing, Eugene, is the same thing that we're all experiencing when our body falls apart. The meds are just adding a burden on your body. They're probably giving you prednisone. They're probably giving you metformin or some kind of diabetes drug. You know, it's the same thing. I've been a pharmacist now for 30 plus years. I know all the stuff that they do. It's not creative. It's not unusual. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not on them. I'm just on high blood pressure medicine.
Okay. So you're lucky then. The high blood pressure is a beta blocker. What is it? What are they giving you?
5 milligrams of amlodipine twice a day.
That's even worse than a beta blocker. Is that the only one?
And Bonanza Pro, 40 milligrams twice a day.
All right. Well, now you're really freaking me out. Now you're just depressing me. You know, there's just shutting your body down. The amlodipine is a calcium channel blocker. It's not a beta blocker. But the way it works, Eugene, and for all the listeners, is when you're sick like this, what they do is they shut your body down with drugs. What I'm telling you is relax your body down, relax your body with just intelligent common sense techniques. All right? Why would you take and I'm not saying this to you. This is a rhetorical question. Why would you take a prescription drug that shuts your body down when you can accomplish the same thing with a back rub? You follow me? No. Oh, a back rub, that's silly. What are you, from Boulder, Ben? No, a back rub activates the parasympathetic nervous system. It opens up the vasculature. It slows down or relaxes the blood pressure, lowers the blood pressure. It activates the healing response. And it's the same thing, and you don't have any toxicity. Deep breathing, fasting, nutritional supplementation, these all do the same things. You're on a diuretic, you're on a calcium channel blocker. Who's that benefiting? Not you. It's just tragic, my friend. Listen, I got to go, but I'm telling you this. There's so many things that you can do. The last thing I want to tell you is probiotics and good bacteria as far as your digestive system goes. That's the fundamental component of digestive health is the good bacteria. So work on your bacteria using the Biolumin Nightly Essence. You also want fermented foods, probably kimchi and miso and tempeh. Eat less food and practice. Make sure you're fasting for a couple of days, then start to introduce foods in terms of liquid foods, bone soup, vegetable juices. Get on the Healthy Start Pack. I would throw in a little bit of extra vitamin C as well. If you're constipated, make sure you're grinding up some flaxseed fibers and drinking them down in water, maybe once or twice a day. There's so many different things you could do, but the good news is, Eugene, is once you start this process of healing the body using nutritional strategies and lifestyle strategies, you will immediately begin to reverse disease. Now, it may take you months before you're completely taken care of, but the good news is you'll immediately start to reverse your diabetic symptoms, your digestive symptoms, and you probably lose weight as well. And the inflammatory effects, that's what's causing the pain. That's why you can't do anything. Last but not least, I'm going to let you go, Eugene. Get a rebounder. You're probably not going to be able to jump on there for very much. You might only be able to do 10 seconds or so. That's plenty. And then work yourself back up. And don't forget your deep breathing techniques. God bless you, my friend. Good luck with everything. Thanks for your call. All right, Eddie in Illinois. What's going on? Eddie?
Oh, hey, what's up, Ben? How are you?
I'm doing good. What's up, my man?
Good. Nothing. So, listen, really quick. I know you're busy, so I'm just going to get to it. My mom, the other day, half of her face just went numb, has some kind of paralysis.
She had a stroke?
I guess what I think, she went to the doctor, and they said it was some kind of Bell's palsy, and that if she massaged her face, that she'd be fine, and they did all sorts of vital, tests, and she was okay. I talked to her before this happened, and she wasn't understanding me well, and I just don't believe that it was just some kind of Bell's palsy thing. So I was hoping just to get your...
I got a lot of ideas for you. Was she not understanding you well just because it was complicated, or because of the stroke, or because of her issue?
It was. I think it's because of her issue, because the receptionist at her job also said that she wasn't speaking well, and now like half of her mouth doesn't work. Her eyelid doesn't.
Okay, we got to get her. We got to get some stuff going on here. Get her on the Healthy Start Pack right away, as soon as you can.
Okay.
As I was telling our last
Healthy Start Pack.
Right away, as we were talking with the last caller. When the body's really deficient, and chances are your mom's completely deficient in nutrients. I assume she's not supplementing. She probably is not eating correctly either. So
she has a lot of stress too.
She's burning her nutrients. She's starving to death, Eddie. She's starving to death. And by starving, I don't mean calorie starving. I mean nutrition starving. So she's missing key nutrients. The good news is, as soon as she gets them in her system, she's going to immediately feel better. Immediately, within 24 hours or less. Get her on the Healthy Start Pack. If it was me, I'd be asking for a rush order so you can get her on it as soon as possible. Make sure she sips on the BTT, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, slowly. Put it in a water bottle. Sip on it. What's going to happen is she's going to start to feel better right away, and then she might try to overdose, and then she'll end up with diarrhea or loose stools, and you don't want that to happen. But she'll feel better right away. Almost as soon as she starts sipping on that BTT, she's going to feel better. Then you want to start working with the digestive system. If she's like most folks, her digestive tract has been breaking down for decades. So you got to start working on that. Get her on the Biolumin Nightly Essence. That's the probiotics. Make sure she's using her ultimate enzymes with meals and apple cider vinegar. See if she can notice a relationship between specific foods and bowel movement problems, diarrhea, constipation, bloating, gas, heartburn, and then eliminate problem foods. She's going to need to stabilize her blood sugar. The best way she's going to get some stabilization out of the Healthy Start Pack, but another very important strategy, obviously, is going to be to reduce foods that spike her blood sugar. Bread, pasta, potatoes. Now she's going to push back. Chances we love our pasta, so she's going to push back. Yeah. So what you do is she doesn't need to have zero tolerance, but the less she eats, the better off she is. So if she has pasta every day, have it three times a day, or potatoes, or if she's eating these kinds of foods on a daily basis, have her skip a day here and there. You know what I'm saying? Wean herself off.
Yeah, she's pretty healthy, and she's
not.
Conscious,
She's not, though. She's dealing with these kinds of conditions. I'm not dealing with these conditions. Are you? So obviously there's something going on. So you can't say, and we were talking to a caller yesterday, oh, I eat healthy, I'm very healthy, but I have Parkinson's disease. It doesn't work that way. And I'm not beating her up. I'm not saying this to make her bad or make her wrong. I'm saying this because we want to help her. If she thinks she eats healthy, I'm not saying this is the case, but if somebody thinks that, oh, I'm really healthy, I just have kidney disease. I really got a letter from a gal, and she said to me, my husband's really healthy, he just has kidney disease, but other than that, he's healthy. And this is how we think. And it's as silly as that sounds. The point is, I'm not trying to make people wrong. I'm saying if you think you eat healthy but you have kidney disease, or you're healthy but you have Parkinson's disease, you can't do anything. But if you say, okay, I got Parkinson's, I'm doing something wrong, where can I work here? Then you can start to change the problem. So digestion, work on the digestion. As far as the sugar goes, because it's going to be tough because we get addicted to sugar and bread and pasta and things that break down the sugar, more protein, more good fat. That means EFAs, coconut oil, and butter. Between the good fat and the protein, it becomes much easier to wean yourself off these other foods. The cool thing, I always talk about chicken soup and bone soup. One of the neatest things about bone soup and chicken soup is not only is it packed with nutrients, but it's delicious. So you don't feel like you're torturing yourself when you're not eating your pasta or you're not eating your desserts, because the bone soup is so delicious. Another thing, salt water is so tasty and so delicious when we're salt deficient. And most of us are salt deficient because guess what gland monitors and utilizes minerals and salt? The adrenal glands. And we'll talk about this tomorrow, how important salt is for the adrenal glands. So have her drinking salt water, Celtic sea salt, not table salt. And
what about Himalayan sea salt?
That's good too. Salt? Yeah. Himalayan salt is good as well. So many different things you could do. I'm going to let you go here because I want to get another call in.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Slow, deep breathing, Eddie. Have her sit on the couch and slow, deep breathe and relax the body. Uncle Jed, you're our last caller of the day. God bless you, my friend. What's going on?
Hey, I'm going to drop my original subject because I wanted to actually speak to some of the things you were saying to Eugene, because I was very struck by a story, because I was a cross-country skater. I weighed up to 260 pounds, and I had such a health deficit. You know what I'm talking about. When I was 18, tell them what I was destined for. I had lymph glands all over my body swollen up. Everything stunk on me. I should be dead by now. If I were in the hands of doctors, medicine.
But you sound great, though.
Chemical medicine, I would be dead. But
I'm running out of time, Uncle.
And I think the first thing was breathing. 18, I started breathing.
Very good. Uncle Jed, I wish I had more time to talk to you. You're such a fascinating caller. I wish you'd call me more, my man. But I got to go. God bless you, Uncle Jed in Kentucky. Good to talk to you, briefly, as brief as it was. All right, I apologize if I left you on hold. Call back tomorrow. We'll get you first up in line. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thank you so much for listening, friends. I'm going to be on George Norrie on Coast to Coast tonight. Give us a call on Coast to Coast if you didn't get on board today, and we'll help you out that way. Thanks for listening. Have a spectacular, awesome, wonderful day. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
Have you ever felt like the United States government knows way too much about your financial affairs? I continue to hear stories about property seizures, frozen bank accounts, confiscation of stocks and bonds. It makes me wonder if the U.S. citizen will ever again have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, with the Drug and Money Laundering Act, the IRS Revenue Ruling 6045 of 1984, and the Trading with the Enemy Act and Franklin D. Roosevelt's Executive Order of 1933, some precious metal holdings are subject to government intervention. For this reason, Midas Resources has prepared a report explaining the boundaries of trading precious metals privately. Whether if you have any intention of trading with Midas Resources or not, I have instructed my representatives to give this report out free. Call for your free copy at 1-800-686-2237. When investing, always proceed with caution. Again, call 1-800-686-2237. Exercise your legal right to trade metals privately. 1-800-686-2237.
Attention, all men. Are you urinating more frequently? Do you wake up to urinate? Are you having a slower, weaker stream? Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Super Beta Prostate is guaranteed to support a more complete emptying of your bladder, a fuller, stronger stream, and less waking at night to urinate.
Super Beta Prostate is a product that I really like. I endorse it. I use it myself. I was very pleasantly surprised that Super Beta Prostate helped me fairly quickly.
Super Beta Prostate is formulated with a natural plant enzyme called beta-cytosterol. It's so powerful, you'd have to take 100 saw palmetto pills to get the same sterols as just one Super Beta Prostate tablet. Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Call now to get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Call 1-800-853-1203. That's 1-800-853-1203. 800-853-1203.
Turn on the news and you'll hear stories of natural disasters, political unrest, and financial crisis. In times of uncertainty, how will you take care of your family's most basic needs? Food Insurance, America's most trusted provider of freeze-dried emergency food, has solutions that fit your family's needs and budget. Our meals are delicious, nutritious, and come with a guaranteed 25-year shelf life. For a limited time, we are sending a free freeze-dried meal to all listeners of this program. Go to foodinsurance.com and request your free meal today. That's foodinsurance.com.
At 30dayfoodsupply.com, two of our top priorities are providing quality food at a reasonable price and protecting your security. When you call 800-700-2184, we will never record your phone call and never ask for your personal information, like how much food you have stored or where you keep it. We'll also never store your credit card information and email address on a computer. Your email address will never be shared or sold. We'll never limit the number of boxes you can purchase. We'll never use outside packers or use relabeled food from another company. Our meals are naturally high in fiber, carbs, and protein, and everything is packed with oxygen absorbers and Mylar pouches under our direct supervision at our plant in Oregon. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low by buying directly from their producers in Oregon and then passing the savings on to you. Call 800-700-2184 and purchase our 30-day 90-serving emergency food supply for only $99, and $10 ships your entire order to the lower 48. Visit our website, 30dayfoodsupply.com, or call 800-700-2184. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com at 800-700-2184.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Do you owe the IRS money? Has the IRS garnished your wages or put a lien against your house? The IRS has the power to make you pay back what they claim you owe and will stop at nothing to collect. There is a solution. Call Signature Tax now. Speak with our professionals and feel the weight of your tax burden lifted from your shoulders. Call now for your free and confidential analysis. 800-481-3147. Again, that's 800-481-3147. 800-481-3147.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Just recently, we've witnessed some of the most catastrophic disasters in history. Be sure to prepare yourself with great-tasting, high-quality, GMO-free food that has a 25-year shelf life. Of course, we're talking about the foods from SurvivalFoodAlliance.com.
And don't forget, the human body needs up to 3 quarts of water every day to remain healthy and hydrated. So check out our water bricks at survivalfoodalliance.com. Go to survivalfoodalliance.com or call 877-223-1776.